day is coming in your future when you'll be called on the stage before God to give account for your life. Sitting in the audience, he will watch as the activities of your life are reviewed. In 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 5, Paul wrote about that moment, saying, "Therefore judge nothing before the time until the Lord come, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness, and will make manifest the counsels of the hearts. And then shall every man have praise of God." This verse clearly reveals that the secrets and the motivations of your heart will be made known as you stand before God on that day. Notice that the last phrase of 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 5 says, "And then shall every man have praise of God." The word praise is translated from the Greek word epanos, which actually means applause. However, it isn't singers or ball players or entertainers who are applauded in this verse. It's the believers who have lived a holy, consecrated, dedicated, sanctified, obedient life. Paul used the word epanos to evoke a very strong image. By using this word, he let us know that a day is coming when we will give account for our lives. And on that day, if we've lived right before God, the motivation behind our service were pure, we'll receive praise from the Lord himself. It'll be as if he rises to his feet to give a round of applause and a standing ovation. In fact, Paul's imagery is so strong that the verse could be loosely interpreted, and at that time every man will have the applause of God. Think of God rising to his feet to give you a standing ovation. Can you imagine the thunderous sound of his hands applauding clapping as it reverberates and echoes throughout all heaven? That's precisely the picture that Paul paints for that day when faithful believers stand before him. The magnitude and nature of that divine applause will far surpass anything given by a human audience. The truth is that much of your hard work and preparation unto the Lord is done in secret behind closed doors. When you accomplish something for him, people are often unaware of your actions and perhaps simply forget to show their appreciation. However, according to Paul's teaching in 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 5, a day will come when God himself will personally rise and thank you for everything you've done in the name of Jesus and for the advancement of the gospel. There's a massive silent army of believers today whose work for the gospel goes unrecognized in the public eye. And yet they're the engines that drive the church and empower the advancement of the gospel. Although they remain unseen, unrecognized, and often neglected, the fruit of their labor is eternal, and Jesus sees it all. And a day will come when they receive the great applause from the King of Kings himself, as he personally thanks them for their service. The applause of men is a reward that's very short-lived and soon forgotten. But the applause of God lasts for all eternity. If you do what Jesus has called you to do, and you do it with the right heart, you too will receive his eternal reward. As you stand before him on that glorious day, any hardship you may have endured will dissipate before your eyes, and you'll have the eternal gratification of knowing that you've pleased the Lord. And as Jesus gives you his version of a standing ovation, I guarantee that it'll be the ultimate reward. Well, so glad that you were able to join us today. And remember, if you are in Cayman Brac and you don't go to church anywhere, we would encourage you to come to enjoy the fellowship of worship with us at either the Watering Place Church or the Spot Bay Church of God Holiness. We know that you'll receive a warm welcome from us, and I know that God will bless your heart as you lift your heart and your voice to him in praise. Have a wonderful day.